No, Gary, I can't loan you any money. I'm broke. I was gonna get Trevor Lawrence the tote bath mats off his registry, but somebody beat me to it, so I splurged and got him the candle holders from Tiffany's. Oh, they're nice. And I figured Trevor deserved to have at least one nice thing in Jacksonville. Welcome back to Odd Man Sports. I'm your host, Brandon Perna. I'm also the host of That's Good Sports and That's Good Broncos, the latter which makes this next story especially difficult to pass along.
Peyton Manning is recovering after a run-in with a bear.
No! That's my quarterback! Later in the show, I'll have more on Peyton Manning's health, Eli Manning's wealth, and a photo of what I look like without a beard, which weirdly isn't dissimilar to Eli Manning. Let's kick it off with Dinks and Dunks. With NFL free agency quiet and the draft still 2 weeks away, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to stretch some new sports muscles. So I sat on my couch, cracked a seltzer that tastes like this new thing called beer, and turned on a random Major League Baseball game. I watched Cleveland lose to Kansas City 3-0. I had questions like, why are they playing each other again? They just played yesterday. And of course, do I have to call them the Cleveland baseball team? Just to get some clarity, I then made the mistake of calling into the Indians post-game show.
All right, we're gonna move on here. 844-289-1421.
Hi, first-time caller. Now, I don't watch a ton of baseball, but Cleveland's outfielder, I think his name is Reyes, he seemed a little overmatched at the end of the game. I'm not sure I have a question here, but I just wanted to give my initial impression of Reyes and ask what you think.
Right, I guess you missed a lot of the games that Reyes hit in the clutch last year, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah. You're an idiot. You're an idiot and you don't know baseball.
And look, he's right. I don't know baseball. But I do know former baseball player and new Timberwolves owner Alex Rodriguez. And this man's knowledge of recuperative massage is exactly what's going to take the T-Wolves to the next level. Switching from baseball to the only sport enjoyed more by white people, outside of maybe quail hunting, golf. This past weekend was the Masters. And in this topsy-turvy world, the Masters is the one annual event you can count on. That and Josh Gordon getting reinstated before promptly getting banned again. This year, Hideki Matsuyama. And this year, Hideki Matsuyama became the first winner from Japan, after he outdueled 90 guys in slacks over 4 days for the right to wear a green sport coat. And they say golf's not a sport. But the highlight of the tourney came during the opening ceremony when Lee Elder, the first African-American player to compete at Augusta, was honored.
Today, Lee Elder will inspire us and make history once more. Not with the drive, but with his presence, strength, and character.
Sadly, Elder's moment was overshadowed when the caddy behind him, who turned out to be Gary Player's son, used the opportunity to hawk his dad's line of golf balls. Golf Twitter came down hard on Player and his son for screwing with the sanctity of such a pure and momentous occasion. And they were right, because no one has the right to use Lee Elder's honorary moment to jam in a bunch of silly corporate logos. Except for Lee Elder. In NFL news, Julian Edelman announced his retirement after 12 years in the league. And while the Super Bowl MVP will best be remembered for his fingertip catch against the Falcons, for me, Edelman's greatest moment will always be this: the time he greeted Mickey at Disney World with a bro hug. Thanks, Julian. The best part about this is Minnie Mouse got a regular hug, because she's a lady, and definitely not a guy named Greg in a costume with a bow on his head. Uh-oh, we've got breaking news. We've got some breaking news here. Wow, this rarely happens on a pre-recorded show. But we've got breaking news on Peyton Manning and the bear attack story. Sadly, it is not good news, at least if you're a dog lover.
The local pastor whose dog was attacked by a bear earlier this week got a call from the guy he named the dog after. Pastor Tim Stradling of Mount Pleasant is a big football fan, and he named his Maltese Terrier Peyton Manning.
Sadly, it appears the terrier lost a leg in the fight. But on the bright side, the pastor got a call on the phone from the real Peyton Manning inquiring how the dog was doing.
It was kindness. It was one human being saying, there's a little bit of a connection here, however strange it is.
I'd say pretty strange. I mean, Peyton calling you? Hi, it's me, Peyton Manning, from the commercials. I was just calling to see how your dog was doing. Well, Peyton, it doesn't have a fucking leg. Understandable, but dogs can do a lot with just 3 legs. Hell, I won a Super Bowl without an arm. But here's my question. Is there not an easier way to get to meet Peyton Manning than feeding your dog to a bear? Well, my sympathies, they go out to Pastor Tim. I know what he's going through because this past week, I said goodbye to my beloved dogs who were killed in a tragic grizzly attack. Rest in peace to my beautiful little angels, my best friends, Margot Robbie, Jennifer Lawrence, and John Hamm. Margot, Robbie, John Hamm. Money talks. Now here's the thing about money. You can never have enough of it. At least that's the way it seems based on the way these beyond rich athletes act. By the time 2031 rolls around, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Eli Manning will have made over $1 billion playing football. That's a billion with a B. And yet, when there was an opportunity to potentially grab a couple extra bucks on NFTs, all 3 were at the front line ready to cash in. Here's Patty Mahomes explaining his motivation for getting involved.
Yeah, I just wanted to find another way to connect to my fans.
Call me cynical, but NFTs seem more like a great way for Mahomes to connect with Chiefs fans' stimulus checks. If you want to actually connect with Mahomes, here's a better idea. Just put on a white 45 jersey and stand in the end zone. Now, of the 3 QBs, who is the most natural spokesman for non-fungible tokens? I'd say Eli, mainly because this is the exact face I make every time someone tries to explain NFTs to me. On the other hand, Eli Manning maybe isn't the best person to be selling hard-to-authenticate digital memorabilia.
Not the opponent the New York Giants and quarterback Eli Manning wanted during the Super Bowl. It's a lawsuit against the team and Manning, accusing them of creating bogus game-worn football gear to pass off as the real deal.
At this point, buying an NFT from Eli Manning is like buying a vacation package from Ja Rule. Word to the wise, if you want to close the gap between the size of your bank account and Eli Manning's, hold onto your money rather than giving it to him. Odd man out. 2020 was the year of reassessing well-established traditions. The handshake appears to be on the outs, just like the tomahawk chop. But there's one tradition that desperately needs canceling. Not because it's politically incorrect, but because it sucks. And that's the Yankees' no facial hair policy. Literally the only reason I don't play for the Yankees, which I was reminded of this week when New York signed Texas Rangers second baseman Roughned Odor. Odor, of course, is best remembered for being someone not to fuck with after he landed maybe the best punch in baseball history. That was then, and this is what the Yankees have reduced him to. No, not since Ramsey Bolton cut off Theon Greyjoy's manhood have I seen a guy demanified so quickly. And this is what they do to every player. Now, I don't know if Garrett Cole is a cool guy, but I know he certainly looked cooler before he signed with the Yankees. Same goes for Andrew McCutchen, Johnny Damon, and countless others who shaved to wear the pinstripes. And the only positive of this dumb rule, it made us realize how much better every guy looks with the beard. In sports, James Harden. In pop culture, Jimmy Kimmel. In sports shows about pop culture, Brandon Perna. In 1973, George Steinbrenner instituted the no facial hair except mustaches rule during the counterculture movement because the boss wanted the Yanks to have a corporate and professional look. But that was 50 years ago, and this is how CEOs look today. It's over, man. The hippies won. Times change and George is dead. New York just legalized marijuana, and it's high time they legalized baseball beards too. All right, that's it for today. Tune in next week to see which of my pets gets fed to a lion. Eeny, meeny, miny, Moesha.